Well, that's it for today's Talking Nerdy to Me podcast.
Keep those eyes hungry for comics.
And stay frosty, gamers. What's that noise? Is that coming from the feet? No. Oh, I think it's this thing back here. Hello?
Hey, there's not enough nerds here in New Mexico. Come to the home base so we could develop a plan.
All right, Gene, we'll be right there. He needs us.
It's morphin' time!
No, that's not our thing.
Nerd team, assemble!
It's Talk Nerdy to Me, and we're here at
Kaboom
Test Labs, our home away from home. We're going to check out some of the neat things they have inside.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny when you're near. The rain goes, disappears, dear, and I feel so fine just to know that you are mine. My life is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows.
Hi guys, we're here with Gene. He's the owner of Kaboom.
And why don't you tell us what this place is all about?
Well, like you guys, we're about everything nerdy. We've got everything from nerd clothes to comic books, graphic novels, gaming, anything with. We have magnets with superheroes on them. We go all the way through the Star Wars stuff. Manga, anime is also pretty big in our store. Just pretty much anything that's kind of geeky, we do.
We really enjoy getting our comics here, like every Wednesday, Comic Book Wednesday. We're excited to come here and talk to you about comics, and it's refreshing to have somebody that knows his stuff, you know. Going to, a few other shops, it's kind of discouraging talking to some people and they don't know exactly what, but every time we talk to you, I know Paul loves coming
Yeah,
down
this
here.
guy's very knowledgeable. He's very passionate about his craft and everything, so to speak, and it's really awesome. For me, it's like every Wednesday is Christmas,
Around here, literally, when the boxes come in, it's like you pop it open and you crack open a box and that fresh comic smell comes out. And you're like, oh, okay, it's New Comic Wednesday. It's New Comic Wednesday. You feel it.
There's a wide range of people that come into this shop, like all over the map.
The other day, it was kind of funny. We have two entrances in our store. One entrance, three little goth guys come in. They had spiky hair, black nail polish. I don't know what they had on their face, but it was like punched with all sorts of holes in it. And then on the other side, we had four little old ladies come in. They had just come from tea at the tea shop with their bonnets and purses and their Sunday best on. And they're both walking around the store. And I was like, okay, this could be interesting. What's going on here? And then all of a sudden, one of the little ladies says, oh, look, they have Mickey stuff. And one of the little goth guys heard her and comes running across the room. And he says, you like Mickey? I love Mickey. You got to check this out. And he brought her over to we had the Christmas Town. It was an Esco Christmas Town. And it's all Mickey's. It's his house and Minnie's house and everything decorated as for Christmas. And so he's showing her that. And then one of the other ladies talked to one of the little goth guys and says, well, you know what? My teenage grandson, it's his birthday. What should I get him? And he goes, well, what does he like? He likes Star Wars. And so she goes, well, come here. I'll show you this. And he took her over to the Star Wars place. And I'm like sitting there looking at it going, what the heck just happened? I mean, it was like, I wish I'd filmed that because you can't have a commercial. Nobody would believe that would happen in here.
That's about Gene and about Kaboom Test Labs. We're going to go ahead and pass it over to Odie with our Talk Foodie to Me segment.
Hi, Odie ST here from Talk Nerdy to Me. I'm here in the kitchen of the headquarters, and I am your host for Talk Foodie to Me, a special segment of the show dedicated to food, and in this episode, something really nerdy that you can do with food. There's been a lot of firsts in history. first automobile, first airplane. And today we're going to celebrate our first episode with a special cake based on the first Nintendo Entertainment System. And here's what you'll need.
Of course, like any cake, you need your cake mix. You can either make it from scratch or buy a box mix from the store. There's plenty of good recipes that you can find online to make it from scratch. In this case, we're using a box mix, so we'll need oil, water, and eggs. You'll also need white frosting and black food dye. You'll be using the dye to color half of the frosting a medium dark gray.
Alright, I've got everything here in the bowl, ready to mix it up. You're going to want to mix it. It'll probably take about 2 or 3 minutes. You want to make sure that all the powder is scraped off the side and mixed in, and you want to make sure to get all the lumps out before you pour it into the pan.
Odie!
What?
Where's the vacuum?
It's in the closet where it always is.
It's not in there. I checked.
Well, check again! Ugh! Alright, I've got the batter all mixed up for you. And I've already got the oven set at 350 degrees. You might want to check what kind of cake you're making. The instructions are always going to be different. And so next thing you're going to want to do is get your baking pan. And you're going to want to make sure it's well greased so that the cake doesn't stick when you bake it.
Come on!
Alright, looks like we're going to be making things a little bit more interesting. Alright, well, there you go. There's the cake. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I didn't.
Odie!
Really, Mom?
I need some help in the bathroom.
Told you I was cooking today. I told you I was doing a show. I told you to stay in your room. And what do? You come out and you ruin everything. I'm sick of this.
Welcome to the Red or Green Report. We're here to give you 2 contrasting flavors of new comics.
And to tell you about new books that will get you hooked. On today's Red or Green Report.
I, Pablo Gunner, will be representing the Red with Animal Man.
And me, AJ, will be representing the Green with the Incredible Hulk.
DC recently relaunched the comics back to #1.
Well, it wasn't really recent.
It was September.
2011. This is 2012, Buddy Baker.
I would love to be Buddy Baker, because Buddy Baker is Animal Man, and Animal Man is awesome.
Animal Man is one of DC's New 52. It is one of the most consistently great series of the New 52. To be honest, I was very skeptical of this book. I had never heard of Animal Man nor Buddy Baker, and the premise of a man who could summon the abilities of any animal at any time sounded cheesy to me.
Ever since the first issue, Jeff Lemire set the tone for who Animal Man really is.
I was pleasantly surprised to find that Animal Man is a very relatable guy with a wife and kids. The things his wife says are the things I would imagine my wife would say in the same situations. Jeff Lemire gets the family dynamic down perfectly. This gives the series a very realistic feel. The very first issue of this book really set the tone with Jeff Lemire writing a great introduction to Animal Man, the Family Man, and the hero. The story has been a great, steady, intense build, keeping me on the edge of my seat by the end of each issue. Jeff Lemire does a spectacular job with the story flow, not rushing it or dragging it out.
Travel Foreman captivates Animal Man's humanistic side through his dark art.
As someone who is obsessed with covers, I have to mention that every cover depicts what every issue is about impeccably well. The art is very odd, different, and unique. It takes a little getting used to at first because it's so different, but you fall in love with it at the end of the first issue. Every single issue that I read, the art blows my mind. It's raw, in your face, disgustingly attractive, and awesome. It's terrifyingly scary and creepy at times. This book continues to be an emotional roller coaster, as I have become emotionally invested in Buddy Baker and his family. Every month I read this series, I feel like I'm reading an indie comic, because it is unlike anything I've ever seen or read. The things that happen in Animal Man I can imagine in a real world, in spite of how unreal it is. The art blows me away every month, because it shows me the world we live in through different eyes and from a different perspective. This series could not be more of a buy, and I cannot see myself living without it.
Marvel's architect, Jason Aaron, shows us how the Incredible Hulk and Bruce Banner could be two separate people.
After being caught in the blast of his own Gamma Bomb prototype, Dr. Bruce Banner will transform into the monstrous Hulk in times of great stress or anger. For years, Dr. Banner has struggled with the beast within, but now the beast has done something the scientists could never do: separate the man from the monster. Having escaped the ties that bound him to Bruce Banner, the Hulk finds himself overshadowed again by the looming figure of his creator. Marvel's architect Jason Aaron shows us how the Hulk can truly survive on his own. He goes into great detail to show how Bruce Banner could lose his mind without the Hulk being part of him. Jason Aaron successfully depicts Bruce Banner and the Incredible Hulk as two separate people. He brings in new faces and old characters alike to complete new story arcs.
Every issue's like Shark Week when you pick up this title.
You don't even need the art to figure out what's going on in this story. The writing is that good. Jason Aaron designs a beautiful story alongside many different landscapes that truly make this series one of a kind. Through his writing, we are shown that the Incredible Hulk is more than just a monster. The legendary Mark Silvestri depicts Hulk beautifully. They couldn't have picked a better artist. Silvestri kills it on his books. Willis Portacio also draws on this series, whose pencil work is excellent. Each issue is able to tell its own story through the art itself. The pencil work and the rigid lines create a voice for this series, especially when the red-hot Red She-Hulk is introduced in this series. The action scenes depicted by the artist are rivaled by none. They show us the Hulk's true power and how he is champion of all. Overall, with Jason Aaron's brilliant writing, Mark Silvestri's legendary pencil work, and Willis Portacio's great portrayal of the Hulk, this series is a buy.
Just as with chili, everybody has their preference of red or green. But like us, it's nice to have both.
Well, that does it for today's episode. We just want to thank Kaboom for letting us use their test labs. And remember, stay nerdy, planet Earth. Welcome to Nerd on the Street. We're here at the beautiful UNM Campus.
And we're here to find out if this truly is the age of the nerd by finding out everybody's nerd knowledge.
This is an experiment for us to find out if you know what we know.
Check it out.
All right, we're here with Anders Berg.
Kat.
And
Vincent.
Darcy.
Darcy, we're going to ask you some nerd questions. Don't be nervous. We're nerds, so we're probably more afraid of you than you are of us right now. But we'll go ahead and just jump right into this, starting with movie knowledge, okay?
Okay.
What weapon does Captain America use? He uses a shield.
He uses a shield. Okay, you got that right.
A shield?
Yes.
Do you know what weapon Captain America uses?
He has a shield.
Yes. What colors does Captain America wear?
Red, white, and blue.
Awesome.
Well, I can just look at you. It's gotta be a question.
The flag colors. You're wearing them right now.
Okay, awesome. Oh, yeah, maybe we should go with something more easy. What is Thor's first name?
I don't know Thor's first name.
Do you know what Thor's first name is?
No. No, I don't.
I just saw the movie, but I don't remember.
Thor. The answer is Thor, people. Sorry.
Oh, the other guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
Elias or something. You know?
It was Thor.
It's Thor. Oh, it's Thor. I was like, oh, I know it's Thor.
It's Thor.
Thor.
Yes!
You're the first one to get that
You're
today.
the first one to get that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and move on to the SAT questions. Alright, and we'll start with Superman is to Lois Lane as Princess Leia is to...
Han Solo.
Yes!
Good.
Not a pervert.
Not a pervert. Talk shock to him if someone says Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
Dude, bro, that's your sister!
Exactly.
Luke.
No, you wouldn't say Luke.
I don't know.
Well, Luke and Leia are like brother and sister, so you wouldn't want to say that. I guess Han Solo would be like.
Okay,
the
there we
closest thing
go,
out.
yeah.
I'd
Awesome.
say that. Awesome.
Luke Skywalker, man.
You're sick. They're related.
They're brother and
I
sister.
know, it doesn't matter.
It's Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo.
It's all good in the hood, you know.
West Side, eh?
Okay.
X-Men versus Magneto is to Superman versus Lex Luthor.
Yes.
Kryptonite. No.
I would say that's a good answer.
I'm a huge Ninja Turtles is my. But I was hoping you'd ask me something and I could bust it out. Camera. But nah, that's cool. Alright, sweet.
What are their original colors?
Red.
What is your favorite Ninja Turtle?
My favorite Ninja Turtle? Who is my favorite Ninja Turtle? Leonardo's my favorite Ninja Turtle.
Wrong. Raphael.
He's definitely. I know, like in surveys, like 35% of people like Raphael like the most.
Really?
Is it? Yeah, he's the most popular. Then Michelangelo. So yeah.
We thought it was Michelangelo. Party dude.
Yeah.
The nunchuck.
I would say most fair weather Ninja Turtle fans like Michelangelo the most, and then
I think the ladies like Donatello the most.
yeah, chicks dig smart guys.
That's why there's so many chicks around us right now.
We got 1, 2, 3, and they have to be here.